Welcome back to the valley. It's finally not gonna have rain all weekend, so it's a marathon to see what we can get done outside. And of course, most of it's going to be yard work. But I'm finally going to get to spray the grass killer. It's in my all in my driveway. But as you just saw, coming down the hill and going up the hill there, that's a lot of spraying. Plus I'm going to weed eat it first, try to get it down as low as I can, and then spray the weed and grass killer. I'm definitely going to have to go back and get more at the store. I thought I had some here. I'm still going to look again, but it's looking like I just got one jug, and that's not going to be near enough. But I know I'm going to be getting that done this weekend. As far as anything else, it seems like every time I try to give you an outline of what the video is going to be like, it's not working out here lately. The garden has gotten way away from us. I mean, it's got grass as tall as some of the plants. We've actually had some deer getting in, which, I mean, I know it shouldn't be as a surprise, but we've last year didn't really have a problem with deer, but it seems like the deer are more plentiful this year than they have been the first couple of years we lived here. So that's good for the hunters, but it's not good for people with gardens. I know our neighbor down there at the end of the driveway, he's had problems with he said rabbits. It's gonna be rabbits and deer. We've got a lot of rabbit this year too. I may have to start hunting rabbit. So anyway, I guess that's what my plan is going to be this weekend. I really want to get up on the path. We need to get up there and just see how muddy it's going to be, or damp, because the sun doesn't hit that directly very much, so it may take a while for that to dry out. Now the weather future forecast was talking about no more rain for about a week, but that can change, as we all know, so keep an eye on that. But hopefully just be able to get up on to the path to at least see what the situation looks like. But I'd like to be able to take the side-by-side up the pathway this way, and I haven't even been up around the pathway for over a year, so just don't get the chance to get up there much. But anyway, I was going to take the side-by-side up and around to where in the first video we did, we marked off the entrance to the top of the ridge. I'd like to go up there and cut some of that out of the way and start working the way back down, and then kind of work from both ways and meet in the middle, so to speak. But mostly the pathway is probably going to be towards the fall, but you know, you got things you want to get done, and then you have things that you have to get done. And what I'm getting ready to do now is not what we enjoy doing, but unfortunately it has to be done. So alright, I've done this area right here, a little bit behind me here, and then I did up through that to the top where the driveway is. Took a few minutes, and this stuff here took me a while to get it going. Something's clogging it up. I guess this stuff here is from last year, so it works pretty good though. Now I know that I'm not going to totally get rid of the grass and weeds, because it'll grow back, but what you want to do is not have it get away from you. So by doing this, you can see this part here, it's already getting away from it, so I've got to do what I can, and hopefully around the fall, or a little bit before fall, I mentioned before, we'll put some more finished gravel on this. Doesn't even have finished gravel yet, but down through here I still got to do it. It's gonna be quite a bit. So I'm not going to film it all. I mean, I'll just keep giving you updates as I go. It out in, I think it was the last video, how the driveway right here had grown kind of thin. Well, I just took it over even further. Here's where it was, right there. Now it's over there, and that is the edge. I found the yard. There's where the yard starts. So we've grown almost about 3 more feet of yard. I got all this cut down. It's hard to see now because I got grass blowing everywhere, but this all needs to be sprayed. So I'm going to spray all of it, and of course on the edges spray it. I did that down there. I got to spray that. It's getting away from us, but this will help out. And then after that, I'll probably have to go get some more weed spray, grass spray, so I can start up at the end of the driveway and come down this way. So got a lot to do. But I guess it's better than sitting on the couch in the air conditioning where it's cool. Who wants to do that? Okay, I'm out, or more or less out of my spray. So, but I decided to go from that kind of jug, which has an automatic sprayer on it, to one of those we have in the building, and that is so much quicker. So I've got up to the top there. When I started running out, coming back down, I'm probably going to do it one more time because the stuff that's was in the jug already is old, so maybe it's not as good. I don't know. I'm going to town to get some more, so I'll end up doing that again. And then after that, I'll head up. I got a weed eat up there and then spray it. So I got some to spray on this part of the driveway too. The middle is it's not too bad, but I mean, it could start spreading out. It just grows up. That's what it's aggravating about it. So I'm going to cut it down and then spray it. I usually do that a couple times a year, and I haven't been able to do it this year. So that's why it's gotten out of hand. I mean, you can weed eat it. That's fine. You can do that every week if you want to. But spraying it, you got to make sure it's not going to rain. Speaking of rain, I don't know if the camera catches it, but up there, I don't know if those are rain clouds or just dark clouds, but it's getting kind of overcast, which overcast I don't mind. Just don't want it to rain because this stuff has got to sit on here. I've seen it starting to work pretty quick before. The house we used to live at, I've seen it work within 6 hours, but I think they recommend 24 hours or at least 12 hours without rain getting on it. So we're going to run to town, or I'm going to run to town, and then I'll continue on. About 8:30 at night, went to town, got the stuff I needed, and there's Robin cutting grass. And came back and did some other stuff. And then the humidity went way up. It got hot, so we came back out this evening. I cut a little bit of grass over here, push mower over there, and Robin's been doing the area over here. She loves getting out there. But we came out here when it's a lot cooler. After about, I don't know, 5-ish or 5:30, something like that, the sun starts going down behind the trees, and it helps cool it down a little bit. I wanted to show you the stuff I sprayed. I sprayed this stuff at what, like between 11 and noon, something like that, somewhere around there. And it's already, the part up here, it's already turning brown. I did some more this evening up on the driveway right over there. So I don't know, I'll see in the morning. Best time I find to do this is in the heat of the day when the sun's really shining on it. It helps elevate the process, I think. So tomorrow morning I'm gonna go down to the driveway like I mentioned this morning, or at the end of the driveway, work my way back down. Hopefully I got enough. If not, just have to either go back and get some more or just call it good for now. And then we have got to tackle this over here, where it's really gotten away from us. It's hard to tell maybe on camera. Most of this is just tall grass right here in the middle. I'm going to take the lawnmower and weed eater and get the grass taken care of around the outside of the garden. Our tomatoes are doing awesome. I made some stew earlier and some of our small tomatoes, and we had a big pepper that we cut up and put in it. Doing good. I guess we'll try to pull some of this grass up here. If we don't, which actually where the deer been getting the peppers, the leaves are pretty much gone anyway. Robin said we might get a few good peppers. May end up doing some more of those in containers. That's what we did when we lived in our other house. But you maybe can see on the camera the tomatoes. I'll show you tomorrow. I'll do some video on it tomorrow. We have got tomatoes doing good. And so anyway, hopefully get that taken care of, and then I would still like to be able to go up on the new pathway, get an update up there, maybe do a little work. That's awful lot to do, but especially when it gets hot out. But we'll get it done as we can. So take a look at Robin cutting the grass again on her favorite lawnmower. She's about done. She's only been out there for about, I don't know, 45 minutes. So we will see you tomorrow. Good morning. Good morning. We're heading down to the bridge, that part of the driveway, to maybe do a little weed and spraying, killing the grass. Stuff I did last night, I don't know, mixed reviews. See what it does after the sun hits it real good. So let's get started. Coming up here, it's really starting to take over the driveway here. I don't ever remember it being this wide. It's about almost 2 foot wide. So we will get it sprayed down good. Probably going to weed eat it some too. And we got a long list of things. Every time I turn the camera around here, every time I do a video, and then the next day I've thought of 5, 6 other things that I really need to get done. But I think I mentioned it last night, was what I'm getting ready to do here in the garden. It's probably top priority because the garden's really gotten away. Robin can usually take care of it by herself, but it's gotten away from us. So it's going to take both of us to get in there, or at least I'm going to lend a hand. Robin hadn't, she's kind of not been feeling too good. She's starting to get better. So we'll just get done with what we can and call it a day. Okay, got the first part done. I cut it down as low as I could get it. I don't want to throw rocks everywhere, especially around the neighbors' cars there. But I got it down low enough. But it's still moist. I'm gonna give it a few minutes to dry out, and then I will spray my grass killer on it. I don't know how many of you all have single string weed eaters or double string weed eaters. I know you can buy either one, I think. I've always had single strand ones because I didn't feel like messing with the second strand, but I tell you, this one here, mine's a Husqvarna, but the type doesn't really matter. Well, those 2-string weed eaters really cut down your time on your time it takes to cut your whatever it is you're cutting. Does really good, and it's really not that hard to wind them. You just basically got 2 single spools, but I always thought it'd just be too much of a pain. And I mean, it is a little different, but it's not that much of a hassle at all. And man, the benefits of it are crazy. I did all this. Let me see how long this probably is. I don't know, a couple 100 feet long, something like that. 150 foot, I don't know. But I did it from there all the way up to there, where you can kind of see where it stops at the end of what will be a gravel pit. It probably took me 15 minutes maybe. I didn't time it. It really didn't take it long. I did some of the regular grass too, over here and on the other, by that little block wall down there. So, but man, it really does the trick. And something else I wanted to mention. When I went yesterday to get my grass killer, went to the only box store we have, Lowe's. I mean, well, we do have a do-it center. On Saturdays it's only open half a day. So, but anyway, when I went in the front door at Lowe's, lo and behold, it was just one display. Wasn't half the store, but a Halloween. You know those things they have now, the motorized things where they gyrate around, or the blow-up things, and it was something to do with the Reaper or something. But it's July, man. It's not even the end of July. And like I said, just one. They're going to start out slow, I guess, to see if anybody starts buying it. I bet you within a few weeks they'll probably have more in there. But that's crazy to me, man. A Halloween display, and it's a week. What is that? Yeah, today's 20 something, so July doesn't even end for another week. Wow, crazy, man. Anyway, let's let this dry a little bit, and I'm gonna put some grass killer on it. And I need to weed eat over here too on this gravel bin. We probably need to put some plastic down there, which we don't have, because it's just gonna keep coming back. So anyway, it's all in the planning. Okay, I ran out of grass spray. I got up to, if you can see where the first set of grass is, where it ends, and the second spot starts, that's where I got to. So I've got to buy probably a couple more jugs, because I've got that there to do, and where I'm standing, right from the bridge on up to, well, wherever. But if I get a couple more jugs, that ought to do it, and hopefully that's going to kill it. Yeah, I always wonder, but the other spots that I sprayed pretty much are turning they're about halfway turned brown already. So, and then I just got through weed eating all that right there. Man, that was like weed eating a field. So, but we can't take a lawnmower in there. What I need to do is I need to take the tractor and just take the loader bucket, level this out. Not necessarily get rid of all the dirt, just level it out. So it's not like this. It'll help whenever we go to do gravel again too. Because that's one reason all that got stuck in there, is the ground is so unlevel you couldn't adjust your bucket enough to scoop it all up. So, shoot, well, I'm going to take a break. Go up here and talk to the dogs a little bit. And we will, oh yeah, I've got one spot up here at the trailer too. We cut grass last night. Robin took the rod mower up there to the yard by the trailer, and there's a couple spots she can't get to that, and that ladder was still leaning up there, which I'm done with that ladder now. I think my piece of sheet metal for the exhaust fan is going to work, so I'll take that ladder down and put it down at the garage. And I got a big little chunk of grass there we'd eat. So we'd eat cut grass. That's all we're getting done right now, but it has to be done. Maybe we'll eventually get back on something that we want to do. We're going to come up the hill. Robin's up here doing a little work, trying to get the pathway made. I'm getting ready to head back. I got another couple bottles of weed killer. So I wanted to get a little footage of this before I went back up there, because it's late afternoon. I'm not going to be able to get up here, of course. Looking back down, it's a little steep. She's trying to make different levels, so you're not just going straight up the hill. Let's see what we got going on here.
I'm making me a little turnaround spot right here, because backing up here is a lot. But I think up there at that tree, I was just looking at it a minute ago. We can make a turnaround there, but it's going to be like down and around, if that makes any sense. It's going, that one side's really low. It can be done though, easily, but.
Well, I mean, you got a whole forest of dirt you can move.
Mm-hmm.
You got dirt right here.
Yeah, I'm thinking that tree, it's been cut for a while, so I'm thinking the roots is probably pretty rotten by it.
You mean the stump?
Yeah, the stump. We're almost there though to that stump.
Yeah.
I was going to make a little one right here because I'm thinking I'm going to have to come down and get some gas, some fuel.
A little what?
What do you think? A little turnaround right here.
You don't have to turn around. All I got to do is start going downhill.
Well, I know, but I'll have to back up here. That's the thing. I backed this tractor all the way up through.
I don't know. It's a pretty long tractor, honey. It's a pretty long tractor. I don't know about turning on that one little spot there.
Well, I'm not done with it, hon.
Oh.
I'm not done with it. I'm going to probably push it back to where that stump, that log area is that's broke, that's down.
Yeah.
Push it back to there on it.
Yeah.
I think I've got enough fuel for that, and then I'll just come on down. Have you
I'm-
already been to town?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm getting ready to go down there and spread my weed killer. But I mean, we need to take chainsaw and stuff and cut all that stuff down, honey, instead of
Well,
messing with the tractor on it.
Well, these trees like this right here, you can see right there's one of them. The roots isn't really deep, and it's a whole lot easier just to push them over and pull them out than it is to pull those stumps out.
Oh, well.
And to find those stumps.
Still going to have to cut them up. You can't just leave them all laying here.
Yeah. Still have to cut them up. Good fencing. Nice straight. So, that's all I got to say about that.
Yeah.
I think I've came too far today. I mean, there's not a whole lot. Just been moving it, just pushing it, and I've been working it as I've been going though with it.
Yeah.
Like tamping it down.
Yeah.
That should be plenty wide enough, don't you think?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're not going to be doing motocross or nothing. We're just...
No.
Well, there's the update, everybody. You see how far we've gotten. So from the last video, the trail part stopped down there pretty much where that little bag was hanging on that tree. That's where the trails stopped. So, and we haven't really been able to spend much time out here. It's been raining so much.
Yeah.
But this week, other than they're saying tomorrow night chance of rain, but the next chance after that supposedly is next Saturday night or next Saturday or something.
I went ahead and started sloping it inward, so that way when we come down off the hill here, if it is wet or if somebody else comes off the hill, they'll be going inward with it. So
Yeah.
the hill. We'll finish this little spot here, right? Then I'll be down for some.
Hey, Robin. There's a golf ball laying here.
Yeah, there's another ball down here laying too. Baseball or softball.
Golf ball right in the middle of the woods here.
Like an old baseball.
Somebody's really off on their golf ball hitting.
Yeah, there's that other ball. Right up above you, about 10 feet up above you there. Over over to your right, right in front of that stick that's in the road there.
This stick?
Yeah, there's the stick right beside it, I think. See it? It's right there.
No. The golf ball was right down here. Maybe were you talking about the golf ball?
No, well, there was another ball too. Oh well.
Yeah. We'll find it.
Yeah.
This is really pretty back in here. I know it just looks like a bunch of mud now, but it'll eventually start growing back. And we got to get some of these trees out. But that's a good fall project right now. Just trying to get the area cut in. This spot, this is, if you remember back when the side-by-side was stuck, couldn't turn around, it was this spot here. I think about making this a campsite. Dig it out a little bit more. Be neat. If somebody wanted to come camp. In the wintertime, I don't know. In wintertime, you might be able to see we're getting down towards the road. So you might be able to see the neighbors. I don't know. But I don't think anybody we know is going to be camping in the wintertime. Probably be in the summertime anyway. There's the runoff creek down there. It's going out around that area that's like the rabbit habitat. Alright, I'm going to take me and my golf ball I found in the woods. And going to go down here and finish killing my grass. There goes Robin back up in the trees. She just took her break. She's going back up. And she would camp out up here if I'd let her. But I went ahead and got my spraying done. I've used an enormous amount of that. I should have got a 55-gallon barrel of it. That's what I should have done. But the stuff that I sprayed, see how many hours ago? 5. I only sprayed it about 6 hours ago, but that part of the driveway gets sun all day. So that part I sprayed earlier today, it's already brown, already getting brown. So finished spraying the front part of at the top of the driveway. I started down here, and it's time to go in and get a shower because I'm hot and tired. I gotta go back to work tomorrow. So it's never ending. The yard work is really something this year. So, but you know, we got to do it. We'll just do the other stuff when we can. I haven't mentioned the shower on this video, so hopefully I can get back on the shower soon. So, and I hope you enjoyed that little update on the pathway Robin's doing. I wish we can both get up in there. Well, I guess I could have just not done this, but as my saying goes, it is what it is. So she's going up in there for another probably a couple hours, and and she's almost, see, where we were at a while ago is almost halfway. And it's right about halfway up the pathway. But it's really going to get thick there. So she said she'd like to just go ahead. She said she's been able to, the trees she's coming to, she can just cut out and tear down with the backhoe. So it had been no problem. So we'll just continue doing it like that until we have to put chainsaws to it. And then we'll put the chainsaws to them. So it's looking good up there though. So, well, I hope you enjoyed this. I'm thinking it's a short video. So it's just, this is what we're doing right now. So we're not about doing stuff to make videos. We're just making videos of stuff we're doing. That's one reason I decided to call the channel our Kentucky Valley Life, because it's just, you know, what we're doing. Whatever happens to come up, and we like to have plans. Everybody, you need to have plans, but it doesn't always work out. So, well, we hope, like I said, hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time. God bless.